Hey all of my lather lovers, this is Curlinda with Yorel Naturals, and in today's video we're going to make sea moss soap. So let's get mixing. Alright guys, so what you see I have here in my bowl is I have aloe vera juice, I have lye, and I also have silk. Now what I've done is I've allowed my silk to melt down with my aloe vera juice and my lye, and I'm going to give this a really good stir in this bowl. I also allowed this solution to cool down to 120 degrees before I add in my sea moss gel, because I want to maintain temperature control so that I can maintain the integrity of the sea moss in the mixture. So as I add my sea moss into my lye solution that's already pre-existing, it is going to heat up a little more. And I'm just going to give everything a good stir in so that it's all well combined before I add this into my hard oils, because in this process of making my sea moss soap, I am going to use the heat transfer method so that I can maintain a low temperature on my sea moss, that I mix everything all together. With that being said, I'd also like to let you know as well, whenever I do this, now I know that some people, they will use just the straight sea moss. That is absolutely fine if that's your preference. For me, this is my preference to do this because when I make a sea moss soap, I like a really smooth soap. I don't like the chunks into the sea moss soap, because it can run rancid if you put too much. But again, this is the way that I do it. Your personal preference is what you do. So here I'm going to check my temperature. Now I see that my temperature is where I can pour it over into my hard oils. So here we go. And that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to give this a mix with my spatula just to get everything combined. Now all I'm doing here with my spatula is I'm just going to keep this stirring so that I can have all of my hard oils melt down into my mixture. And also I would like to let y'all know as well, remember I already have my sea moss in my solution. So I am going to keep this moving. That way it doesn't set. Because if I stop it from moving, it could potentially begin to start to go ahead and set up on me, and I don't want that. So my process is I keep stirring this until all of my hard oils are completely melted, and then I will go ahead and add in all of my soft oils until my mixture so that I can get everything all well combined. And you will see throughout the process, for the most part of my mixing of my sea moss soap, I use my spatula instead of a stick blender because I like to maintain the integrity of the sea moss, as well as I like to maintain control of my mixture temperature wise before I pour it. Now, once I do get my mixture all poured together, the way that I allow my mixture to sit is I do refrigerate it for 24 hours, because I don't allow my sea moss gel to, or my sea moss soap to go through the gel phase by sitting out, because it can get extremely hot. And so I refrigerate it, that way it does not crack, especially if you're putting it in a loaf mold. You don't want your soap to get too hard because it will crack in the middle. Now here that I have added all of my cool oils into my solution, now I have all of my hard oils melted down. I have my liquid oils going. I am just, as I mentioned to you previously, going to stir everything up with my spatula so that it's well combined. Now personally, I really, really, really love a smooth, smooth, smooth sea moss soap. So my sea moss in my solution is very, very smooth. If you are a person who likes more chunks in your sea moss soap, you don't have to follow this process exactly as I did it. You can have a thicker sea moss, or if you like, you can use water or anything like that in your soap to, you know, have a different part of the process. For me personally, I use a 90-10 solution where I use 90% aloe vera and, I'm sorry, 10% aloe vera and 90% of my solution as the sea moss gel. Again, that is 10% aloe vera juice and 90% of my solution is the sea moss. Now let's go ahead and add our essential oils. Now that we've added our essential oils, once again, you see me with my spatula. I'm just stirring this all together by hand. Again, it's maintaining control, make sure everything is combined. When I get ready to use my stick blender, it's because I am pretty much ready to pour. So at this point, that's what I'm going to do. Go ahead and begin to blend everything together to get it up to a light trace so that I can pour it into my molds. Now at this point, I must tell you, you do not want to overmix, because if you make your mixture too thick, you are going to cause your mixture to accelerate on you. And if you're trying to pour it into individual molds, that's going to be a really hard task. So you're probably going to wind up having to do a dump, where you dump it into a loaf mold to get it to do what you want it to do. Now, when it comes down to my sea moss soap, I don't add any color or anything into the soap. I really like my soap to have its natural beauty, which is why I put it in the molds that I use for it to adorn itself that way. Now here I'm just going to pour in the molds. I do apologize, but my camera went out, but you all see the idea of what I'm doing. And there you go, guys. We have sea moss soap. Here it is unmolded. I've taken it out of the refrigerator. Here it's all beautiful. Again, I do not use any colorants or anything. Everything for my sea moss soap is very natural. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and be sure to turn on your notification bell. As always, y'all, thank you so much for being the best part of Yorel Naturals. You all have a wonderful day.